Hey guys, what's going on? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another message. We're going to dive right into the energy between the divine masculine and divine feminine, because I want to pick up a little bit from the last reading that I did earlier on, which is the energy around the commitment between you two ascending to another level. I want to explore that a little bit because I am getting a lot of just really beautiful love energy coming through from the divine masculine collective. It's like they're so proud of you, divine feminine, that they really don't know how to put it into words. Like, they're really proud to know you. They're proud to be in your presence. It is just this overwhelming energy of like, pinch myself. Am I dreaming? Okay, so I'll get a main card first to start with. Let's get an oracle card to see what the energy is like between you two. Okay, so we have healing. Okay, so I do feel like that is why they may feel like they are dreaming. It's like they are on their way back to you. Just him looking at her at the window there, I feel like they don't know if this is real or not. Like, am I really going to see you? This represents someone coming to your home as well, or you may be going to someone's home. But I do feel like I'm getting this energy of like the divine masculines making their way back to you because of the energy of the words healing here, okay? And that's a number 24, which breaks down to a number 6, and 6 in itself is all about persevering. Okay, so you guys might have just gotten over a separation, because the separation energy would have been being in conflict with one another, being at odds with one another, which is the 5. So I feel like you guys are really stepping into that place of healing and really persevering through being apart. Okay, I did share similar themed readings within the last little while. Check them out if you guys are guided to, but I did talk about the masculines finding it really difficult to be apart from you. That's one of the things that they've really healed from, and they've maybe recognized at this point, is that like, I don't want to be away from you. Like, I've healed to the point where I want to come back. I want to express my love. And maybe that in itself is like the connection ascending, right? Maybe many of you haven't gotten that clarification yet from your divine masculines that like they feel the connection as intensely as you do. I feel like for many of you, it could have been very vague. They would do this whole kind of push and pull thing. Many of you might have been under the illusion that like a lot of your divine masculines were making you feel like the connection was one-sided, like only you were feeling this intensity or this spiritual pull, or that only you were feeling this whole twin flame thing, only you were on some kind of like awakening journey. But I do feel with healing, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and abstinence as well makes the heart grow fonder. I feel like absence from you, and really just abstinence from like just other people's energy in general. That's the transformation that I feel like both of you went on. Abstinence from other people, because it's like you couldn't connect with anybody else in like that intense romantic way. And that's why I feel like the connection between you two is ascending to a higher level. It's like this commitment to only one another. And that's been a really scary thing for a lot of your divine masculines, because they literally have been on this journey in the last little while of like falling out of alignment with a bunch of things in their life. Okay, many of them I feel like they're wearing a mask where it's like they're putting on a smile, but like inside is what many of you are picking up on because you're so closely connected to them. They're going through the transformation just like you did, divine feminine. Okay, and sometimes when you feel that really anxious energy, it's like, and maybe everything is going okay with you, but all of a sudden a wave of anxiety comes over you. I feel like in the last little while, it's been a lot of the divine masculines experiencing this healing energy. And it's like this anxiety or nervousness to come back in your direction, especially because many of them might have like ghosted or made it seem again like the connection was one-sided, right? So a lot of you are really getting justice, a lot of validation, a lot of love energy coming through from your divine masculines. I feel like if you have been seeing 717 a lot of you are going to get that confirmation that, oh my God, I haven't been crazy this whole time. And it's going to happen in a really serendipitous way. In fact, I feel like they've already been experiencing all different kinds of synchronicities that they cannot avoid, that screams that it's like, hey, you got to go figure this out. You got to go see what this is about. Okay. And by seeing what this is about, they need to connect with you again. They need to speak with you, or I feel like just be in your presence, right? Because 717 for me is all about that physical interaction, that physical communication. Some of you ask all the time, like, what does 717 mean to me? it really does mean like that confirmation, that validation by seeing one another in the physical, because you miss so much when you're at a distance from one another, right? And if you guys are at a distance, it's totally okay. It's part of your journey. But I feel like if you're here on this channel, then at some point or another, you know, you're going to get that beautiful confirmation that it exists. And how you're going to know is you're going to feel it in the moment that you two are together, holding hands, exchanging a kiss. You know, all of these experiences, I feel like, are gifts for many of you destined, because, you know, you're doing the inner work, you're doing the healing. And when you do the healing for yourself, and you trust that everything else will fall into place, then yeah, you definitely experience certain rewards. Okay, so what's coming up for you guys after the 771 energy? What's going on in the physical? Okay, so we do have the 10 of Cups here coming through, which is complete fulfillment. Okay, and I do feel like it is this beautiful balance of give and take, freely being able to come and go. For like the 10 of Cups for counterparts between like divine masculine, divine feminine, it's not actually what you guys think is like a traditional relationship. I feel like the healing brings about this like, remember in the last reading I had the engagement card come up? I feel like that's the energy of the 10 of Cups between you two, is the acknowledgement that, yes, I love you. I have loved you, you know, from the moment I saw you. I do love you. And at this point, I feel like the confirmation for many of you is getting that I will always love you. Okay, and that I feel is really going to make the connection ascend, because I feel like a lot of you are coming up to the point where you're just going to start relaxing about the journey. You're not going to feel as triggered over like karmic situations anymore. Your mind is literally going to break through a lot of the societal programming that really irritates you and really keeps you at bay from your divine masculine. A lot of those triggers are going to start healing, because you're going to have this like newfound appreciation for one another's energy and like for what one another's presence does in each other's lives. Okay, many of you are starting to see like the reconnection or the reconciliation energy as a gift. I have been talking a lot about too, like the divine masculines feeling like they're never letting you out of their sight again, because they've felt like the energetic effects, okay, the physical effects of you two being in that conflict energy. The 555 just being at odds from one another. And I do feel like a message is coming up around spell work. When you're in that 555 energy and you are at odds with one another, you're an easier target for the spell work. So what I mean by that is like when there is like illusions and things just really trying to keep you apart. And what I mean by keeping you apart is like not only in the physical from being in a relationship with one another, I just mean like literally existing in the same lifetime as one another. It's like, how terrible is it to go through, you know, even like weeks or months at a time feeling this resentment energy towards your twin, right? Now you become an even easier target for the spell work. So now the karmics are going to start posting stuff, and all of a sudden your fears are going to start playing on you, where certain karmic readings are going to start coming into your feed, and like it just kind of messes with your mind. So I feel like a lot of you have really surpassed that. You've ascended, because your love life is ascending. Like this connection is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It's on the spiritual. Like you guys are experiencing this 10 of Cups energy with one another by being at peace with one another's presence. I feel like that's what the karmics get you guys to be at odds with. It's like they really don't want you guys even wishing each other well. They want you so wrapped up in trying to manifest a physical relationship that you always stay in this resentment energy, because you're like, oh, why isn't it working out? The last thing they want for you is to actually be happy for one another, no matter where you are on your path. But it's happening anyway, because you genuinely love your divine masculine, and when they feel this energy from you on the 5D in terms of wanting the best for them, like wherever you are, I'm always watching over you, like I'm always wishing you the best. I've had to let go of this. It's been really painful. I've been on my own. I've been celibate. I have just been working on myself, and I've just gotten to a place where I just really want you to be happy. And they're like, oh wow, well that just makes me want to come right to you. And you're like, oh, okay. I really just had to nurture myself this entire time? Okay, that was easy. And now you guys are really experiencing this beautiful kind of 10 of Cups energy here that no one can really get in the way of, right? You know, this bond is deepening to a higher level of commitment. Okay, I feel like this represents karmic energies. As I said that, no one can get in the way of this. Specifically for maybe the divine feminines, okay? No more hold on your energy. This is why you were maybe able to go off on this healing journey and really, get into that place of solitude. I feel like karmic energy is around your divine masculines as well. No one can stop this. This connection is protected as well. Okay, despite people's efforts to... Yeah, again, I really do feel like this represents what I was saying about the karmics, posting stuff, and it's like, keeping you guys in this like resentment energy towards one another. I feel like it's just not panning out. It's not working out. No matter what type of contracts as well, a lot of the karmic energies have tried to, I feel like, enforce into these connections. Many of you are just allowing it, you're not interfering, you're just allowing things to be. And I feel like that's why many of your divine masculines have really opened up their eyes, because a lot of you weren't like fighting, you weren't fighting anything. You were just more focused on healing it, because fighting it meant that you had to stay in that lower vibration, and a lot of you just couldn't hack it. You couldn't hack the feelings of resentment. It's like, you know what, I would rather just like go no communication or just like create space. And I feel like a lot of your masculines were like, what? Like space? You have the courage to like be away from me? And many of you were like, well, yeah, like if it means my inner peace, then hell yes. Hell yes, I will see you later, my friend. And now here you guys are sitting in this Queen of Wands energy where it's like they cannot keep their eyes off of you. That's why I'm saying like nothing can get into this way. Okay, a lot of people who are trying to stop these connections really frustrated at this time. It's like they can't get a reaction out of you. Sorry for that interruption, guys. If any, that might be confirmation there, because a lot of you, maybe you need to hear to remain in that unbothered energy. But you are the Queen of Wands now. Like, I feel like you're already in that unbothered energy where it's like nothing can really faze you. Nothing really stands in your way at this time, because you're feeling energetically that they are now committed to you. That's why the gold rings are there, because your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. The gold ring represents commitment. That bond between two people that, again, it can't be broken by anybody who's frustrated over this right now. So it tells me with the moon energy there, you guys are, definitely protected from bonding on the spiritual level right now. No one's going to get in the way in terms of like just making you feel like jealousy or, irritated by one another, feeling like you're missing out. It's like at this point, Divine Feminine, you want happiness. You want happiness for them, okay? How does your masculine feel when they think about you right now at this moment? So they see you in this high priestess energy here. Okay, and the high priestess is often unbothered because she's always 10 steps ahead of everything. Okay, and this represents that many of you have, in fact, you've done your assignment. You've understood this journey. You know not to... I keep getting the words react. Many of you have found some kind of key on the journey, and the key with the divine feminine energy was to just be in the flow of things. You already have all of the information you need if you just pause, take a time out. And the cat represents intuition always, or that twin tuition. Shout out to Mega Good Vibes. Where is she? Somewhere hiding. I shouldn't say hiding. I should say hiding, because when she sleeps she don't like to be bothered, so she isn't hiding right now. But yeah, many of you chose not to fight this journey. Whatever karmic stuff was in the way, many of you went into the ring once or twice and you were just like, all right, the fighting, this is not for me. I'm just going to take a time out and really connect with what this journey is trying to teach me. Okay, many of you spent a lot of time learning page energy as well, just studying. And I feel like after all of that page energy, you might have mastered all the pages of the deck. You're now in this Empress energy where you have so much information on just the cycles, right? What it is you should be doing. Many of you are learning now how to alchemize pain into victory. A lot of you are working now on yourselves, organizing your space, organizing your home, being the best version of yourself that you could possibly be, because that's exactly what's bringing in the union energy for you. And you can't help but feel it, because you can feel your masculines coming in from like the spiritual, right? I feel like this healing card, if we kind of cycle back to the beginning of the reading, I think that this is where you guys are currently at. Many of you are experiencing telepathy coming through. I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are serenading you with a lot of song synchronicities, a lot of love songs. As cheesy as they may be, many of them can't help it. It's like a lot of you are getting these clear messages hidden in plain sight, and it's their way of communicating to you that the more you experience healing, the more I am magnetically drawn to you, because the more I see you healing, the more I want to heal, because I definitely want a place in your life. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? You're really giving off this healing, like mothering energy as well. I feel like your divine masculines can't help but come back towards you, because like you make them feel like it's safe to love. It's safe to experience this connection. And at the same time with the Queen of Wands energy as well, it's like they're romantically drawn to you also. A lot of you are going to get the validation that many of your divine masculines, like the light that they hold you to, like a lot of their expressions are going to be beyond your wildest dreams. Like you're going to be like, wow, did not realize you were feeling that intense, buddy. It kind of reminds me of the paper bag thing, right? Like when many of you actually get to this point on your journey, which you will, you'll be able to see just by your masculine's physical presence that they feel this connection way more intensely than you guys do. Okay? You guys are really going to be experiencing that, and you're going to feel the healing and transformation occur even more, and many of you are going to be even more focused now on your divine missions, because the physical meetup or that physical interaction with them, just their energy alone and how much they admire and adore you is going to tell you everything that you need to know. You're not going to be focused on pushing and pulling and being jealous of this and that. No. A lot of you are going to be like, wait a second here. Wait. Empress energy, here I come. Now it's really time to start creating, right? You're going to feel that support, that loving support coming through from them. Okay? Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, guys, in a really, really beautiful way. And it has nothing to do with manifesting some 3D old relationship that you guys see modeled in the 3D. Way deeper than that. Okay, guys? So that's what I have for you for this one. If you guys would like a personal session with me, don't be afraid to check out the links in my bio. I want to remind you guys, every single reading, there are ways to connect with me personally. I'm on Wizio.com. I'm on Hipsy.com. And if you guys would like to check out some additional readings here, more on the sensual side like this, if you are at that part of your journey, you will find my little library in the membership section, okay? Tons of samples there for you guys to enjoy. And if you want to hit up the extendeds, don't be afraid to do that. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next reading, okay? All right, take it easy, guys. Bye.